watching the Sports and Political channel of LB. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So we're going to talk about two different stories on this particular video tonight, as we're going to start off by talking about Beto O'Rouke. Now, Beto O'Rouke was a highly touted Democrat who has lost 3 consecutive elections. The third time was not the charm for Texas Democrat Beto O'Rouke, as voters in the state got a front row seat to see his latest attempt at high office come crashing down before him. Now, Beto O'Rouke was a former congressman. He tried to run against Greg Abbott, aka DJ Wheelchair on the ones and twos, right? Well, he lost to him. This is third consecutive loss. Back in 2018, he tried to run against Ted Cruz. And he lost to Ted Cruz. The same Ted Cruz who was parading downtown Houston after the Astros won the World Series, and not only he was showered with booze, but someone threw a beer can at him. But hey, Beto O'Rouke lost to that guy, right? Then in 2020, he tried to run for president of the United States, and he couldn't even get out the box there. And then this year, he tries to run against Greg Abbott and loses to Greg Abbott. That's 3 consecutive losses in the election. Look, people don't like you. I saw that clip of you going outside of a fried chicken spot out there in Texas to try to get the black vote. Look, it's going to take a lot more than you eating a fried chicken drumstick for you to get the black vote, okay? What's up, Divine Unity, Octavius TX Made? My man RG Tighten Up in the building. Smash that like button if you don't mind. If you don't mind also, if you feel like donating to a cause, hit me on that Cash App and that PayPal. But okay, let's continue on, right? So this dude was highly touted by all these Democrats, right? You have all the Democratic all-stars. Oh man, Beto O'Rouke, man, he's the man for you out in Texas. He failed to consistently gain traction with voters. He became a parody on Saturday Night Live. So what's all the hype behind Beto O'Rouke, right? Beto O'Rouke reminds me of Stacey Abrams, right? All this hype, all this fluff, but yet all this hype, all this hoopla has not translated into a winning product. A number of campaign gaffes and awkward campaign moments led to him losing support and dropping out of the race months before any votes can get cast. And that's what he was trying to run for the Senate. His decision to run for governor brought strong negative reaction from conservatives who mocked him, and even from a local news outlet that called him unpopular and a polarizer figure. You had people out there saying, you lost twice, no means no. Oh my goodness, man. What's up, Carla Jenkins? Salute to my sister in the building. They told him no means no. One Texas resident told him at a campaign event shortly after his campaign announcement. Now, if you go to all those left-leaning outlets, right, that be all but Democrat, you go to like Brian Tyler Cohen or the Midas Touch or what have you, you thought that Beto O'Rourke was really turning the tide out there in goddamn on Texas. You really thought Beto O'Rourke was going to flip Texas blue if you listen to BSNBC and all these other outlets out here. What's up, Donovan Burrell? You say his real name is not. That's not his. Beto is not his real name. His real name is Roberto. Okay, appreciate the information. Well, Roberto O'Rourke is never going to be anything in Texas. Never. But I appreciate you for putting out that information. look, Beto O'Rourke or Roberto, whatever they want to call you. Look, you're trash. Okay. If you're losing consecutive elections, the problem is you. And that's the bottom line. Stacey Abrams, look, the problem is you. Stacey Abrams is not the black community that you try to project, or the black men more specifically, who you try to project of why you lost to the same person a second time, right? So all these people out here that was running their mouth talk about, yeah, you know, it's gonna be a blue wave yeah, okay, fuck out of here. Ain't gonna be no goddamn blue wave, nothing. The only blue wave I see is gonna be this blue Kool-Aid I drink later on tonight. That's gonna be the only blue wave that's gonna be going on. He still earned, but he still earned praise from Democrats across the country. Even so, O'Rourke included in a SNL spoof titled "Horror Movie Trailer," which Roberto for President 2024 flyer was treated as amongst the most frightening of sights. Now, Roberto or Beto has not yet indicated if he intends to run again for office in the future. Hey, I got an answer for you, Roberto O'Rourke. The answer is no. You should not run for office, okay? When you try to put your face on the ballot on 3 different occasions, and on 3 different occasions you're getting the same result, the problem is you. Okay? The problem is you. What's up, Reef? Salute to my man Reef the Watcher. Go sub to his channel. The problem is you. I know a lot of people out here talking this shit about, oh man, the Democratic Party messaging sucks. No, their messaging don't suck. Oh, hold on. Let me take that back. It's not the. Let me frame this way because I'm about to put my foot in my mouth. Not only that their messaging sucks, but their candidates suck too. Okay? Let's just keep that 100. Let's keep it a buck. The Democratic Party messaging is not the only thing that sucked. They suck too because they keep bringing up the same people over and over and over again. Shit. Am I supposed to feel sorry for Beto O'Rourke? No. You need to retire from politics, okay? Period. You need to retire from politics. Politics ain't your thing, Beto O'Rourke. It's not your thing. You let a man that's rolling around town in a wheelchair beat you. You try to create a viral moment. You try to create a viral moment during that one incident where you had all the leaders at the auditorium and you tried to go in there and confront Greg Abbott, trying to make a viral moment, which resulted in you getting thrown out. And that was like a couple months ago. Shit. I know people that got dang on Waffle House who do a better job of flipping pancakes than what this dude right here flipping Texas blue. This man, of the 2,048 days that we've been on God's green earth, this man has spent 1,175 of the last 2,048 days running for office. Let's think about that. This dude has spent 1,175 out of the 2,048 days running for public office, and each time he's trying to step up, he gets shut down. Oh, Gary Chambers. Oh, Gary Chambers. Don't think it's not lost upon me that you got your ass whooped down there in Louisiana. We're gonna get on your ass later on. Don't you worry, Gary Chambers. Your smoke is coming, right? Because see, you thought you can just ignore the black community yourself. I mean, obviously you didn't ignore the buffet line, but you ignored the black community and you got your ass drugged. 17% of the vote in Louisiana, you only got 17% of the vote. Don't worry, I got something for your ass, Gary Chambers. You better be lucky. I just thought about you just now as I'm doing this video in real time. Shout out to the general in the building, 7A Sports TV. Shout out to the general in the building. Glad, appreciate you for coming on. Now, Beto O'Rouke, you need to retire. All right? Election, politics ain't your business, bro. Look, how many times you gonna keep getting your ass beat? You got your ass beat by a man in a fucking wheelchair, for crying out loud, bro. For real. Politics ain't your thing. If you can't beat people that's riding around town in a wheelchair, right? Politics ain't your thing, bro. It's not. It's not. And I gotta give my man I gotta give the general a wrench. Hold on. I'm on StreamYard, I'm not on YouTube. Second piece of news, right? Second piece of news. We're gonna get right we're gonna get right on this, right? We're gonna talk about the King the Conqueror of welfare funds, aka Brett Favre. Right? Now, some new shit came out about Brett Favre a couple days ago. Right? Now, I've talked about this guy ad nausea on this channel, right? And an ESPN report came out saying that this man overstated the benefits and his connections. Now, one thing I talked about of all the videos I've done about Brett Favre is his ties with the NFL. That butt cream he was out here promoting, right? Yeah, he was going to use his ties with the NFL and try to get that cream and that concussion pill made by Prevacus approved, so he can get that marketed and get more money in his pocket. So, as far as I'm concerned, look, he needs to be gone, right? People out here going on media jihads against Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving didn't say anything, didn't do anything wrong, and people out here losing their freaking minds. Now at the threat of Kyrie Irving, well, not at the threat of Kyrie, at the threat of people boycotting the NBA. Now all of a sudden, now you got Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, all these other clowns here in the media trying to reverse course. No, you should keep that same energy for where you was at, because y'all did a one-time public excoriation on Brett Favre, and you had wall-to-wall, eye in the sky, number 5 on the dial coverage on Kyrie Irving. Now, coming from ESPN, 2 concussion drug companies backed by Brett Favre and enmeshed in a massive welfare fraud overstated their NFL connections and exaggerated the known effectiveness of the drug efforts to raise money. As well, court findings showed that the companies and their founder, Jake Van Landingham, had substantial debts over the past several years, even as Van Landingham was pressing potential investors to help get his drugs to the market. Yeah, because they were trying to find a way to skirt the whole FDA approval, because you need to have FDA approval before a lot of these drugs get rolled out there in the market. Now, sometimes you don't have to have FDA approval, but hey, if that's the case, what they're gonna do is they're gonna put a big old label on the bottle saying, "Hey, look, this drug has not been tested, has not been approved. Use at your own risk." Two of Van Landenham's Florida-based companies, Provacus and Pressel MD, are alleged to receive more than $2.1 million in Mississippi funds that were earmarked for welfare families. So he was taking the money that was supposed to be going to these welfare people who are down in luck and in impoverished communities, and he was out here taking that money and funding his own lifestyle. Tried to get his daughter, or tried to get a new volleyball arena for his daughter. Then took the money and pocketed it for speeches he was supposed to give that he never attended. And it is not lost upon me that they ain't talk about the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, either. Him and his son, because they had a hand in this bullshit too, right? Because everybody got a price for the $1 Million scam. So you have that. Then they're taking money to try to push this drug. Now, mind you, Nancy knew, and her son, plus another guy already pleaded guilty. They're working with the cops right now. They're working with the authorities as we speak. So my question is, how come does Kyrie Irving get publicly excoriated off a tweet, but this man out here stealing millions of dollars from people, and there's no smoke for this man? There's just no public lynching of this man here. But we all know what this is all about. The well-connected gets well-protected. Period. Now, Van Landenham told ESPN in an interview that he had no idea this was welfare money, and he's always been an upstanding person when it comes to research. Yeah, okay. The text messages should tell a completely different story there, Jake Van Landenham. Them text messages tell a completely different story. Now, Forbes, according to the lawsuit, is the top outside investor in Provacus, and the Hall of Fame quarterback said he put $1 million of his own money into the companies, which are developing a nasal spray to treat concussions and a butt cream to limit or prevent them. Yeah, okay. Fuck out of here. Now, 6 people were arrested and charged in 2020 as part of what the state called a multi-million-dollar embezzlement scheme. They included Mississippi's welfare director and the head of a nonprofit, both of whom have entered guilty pleas. Neither Favre nor Van Landenham was charged, but they're among the 38 individuals and companies named earlier this year in the civil suit, which seeks the return of more than $20 million that have been designated for needy families. Now, the two men waged a marketing campaign that encouraged investors to back Van Landenham's companies, a campaign that ultimately led Brett Favre to tap some of his connections in his home state. Now, they say the lawsuit of some of the funds were funneled through the Mississippi Community Education Center, a nonprofit ran by Nancy New. New pleaded guilty in April to bribery of a public official, fraud against the government, wire fraud, and racketeering. The civil suit alleges a sham agreement crafted by the financial benefit of several defendants, including New, Favre, Van Landenham, and his True Drug companies. Now, Favre came out and told a lie, said that he was unaware that the money was intended for needy families. Yeah, okay. The text messages tell a completely different story. Now, I talked about those text messages. The video is still up. If you feel froggy, take a look at that video. I did when I read the text messages verbatim, right? 2019 marketing document used to raise money for Provacus and Pressel MD boast several connections to the NFL. Dr. Alan Sills, the league's chief medical officer, Jeff Miller, the NFL's executive vice president for health and safety, are among those identified as other contacts on the list of key advisory members and associates to Provacus. The marketing document also listed Dr. Brian Hainline, the NCAA. The NCAA is in this bullshit too. The NCAA's chief medical officer, amongst other contracts. Now that I did not know. I did not know that the NCAA had their hand in this bullshit. NFL spokesperson wrote in the email that the league office was contacted by this organization but provided no funding or any resources in support of the efforts. Yeah, okay, look, I don't trust what these motherfuckers say. I don't trust what none of these motherfuckers say. Because whenever you get your butt in the crack, what the first thing you do? You lie to get in damage control. You lie to take the smoke off you. But I bet if we dig any deeper, we're going to find some NFL personnel in this shit. They say Van Landingham said Favre had made connection with some team doctors and trainers, and they sent out samples to different groups. Oh, in the last video I did, we talked about how Brett Favre used the ingredients. Those ingredients resulted in 6 dogs getting murdered. 6 dogs getting murdered because this man right here. But motherfuckers got this smoke for Kyrie Irving, right? Kyrie Irving just happened to be the media whipping boy. This man gets to roll around here scot-free. He gets to roll around town scot-free, right? He's just watching the town burn. While everybody got pitchforks and fire sticks and all this shit for Kyrie Irving, but nobody got no smoke for this man. There ain't no wall-to-wall, eye in the sky, number 5 on the dollar covers for this man. But Kyrie Irving posted a link and shared the link despite the fact that Amazon had that damn documentary out for 4 years and everybody lost their fucking minds. The hypocrisy in this shit, man. The hypocrisy in this shit. So, as far as I'm concerned, look, every day Brett Favre is running around here, I'm on this motherfucking ass until some justice gets served to Brett Favre. That motherfucker need to be in jail. The hell with all the endorsements. Lock his ass up. That's the one thing I want to endorse. His ass being locked up because ain't no black person that's going to, if this was Deion Sanders, if this was Curtis Martin, if this was motherfucking Doug Williams or Brian Mitchell, if this was any of those guys, if this was Barry Sanders, they wouldn't have the same kind of protection. There would be nobody out here that's going to be advocating for, oh man, we got to give these guys a break, man. We got to let the process play out, man. They're not doing that with those guys. Those guys have already been locked up by now. But we all know why Brett Favre ain't locked up by now. If that attorney general really wanted to, his ass would be in prison right now. But this is the same attorney general. When they found the search warrant for Carolyn Bryant, the same woman who was responsible for the murder of Emmett Till, she told the cops not to go after her because she's tired and she's old and we got to let her live out the rest of her days. Fuck that. Put a breathing treatment on her ass and lock her motherfucking ass up. What's up the hell with you? Salute to you, my sister. Yeah, man, that's bullshit. I mean, a motherfucker couldn't steal $7 from the grocery store without getting hemmed up. Meanwhile, this man, and along with the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and his son, they can steal millions of dollars and they can roll around here scot-free like nothing happened. That's the hypocrisy in this shit. Black folks get crimes projected onto us. All these guys All these black folks, I've done stories about these black folks doing 20, 30, 40 years in prison over crimes they didn't commit. You have people projecting crimes onto them, and they out here doing decades in prison. Meanwhile, people out here doing real crimes ain't going nowhere. Right? Everybody got smoke for Kyrie Irving. Oh, Kyrie Irving out here putting out something anti-Semitic. Last time I checked, black folks ain't out here shooting up synagogues and all that. We're not doing that. I know who is shooting up some synagogues, though. Some white supremacists out here shooting up synagogues. But hey, no one got smoked for that. Hey, no one got smoked for the fact back in 2009 you had 44 rabbis who was arrested for money laundering and racketeering. Nobody had smoked for that. That incident happened out in New Jersey in 2009. Matter of fact, that episode, that was featured on the episode of American Greed, right? We had 44 rabbis. They were arresting them by the buses. They were putting them in handcuffs and on greyhounds. That's how crazy that shit was. 44. But hey, black folks out here saying and doing shit that's anti-Semitic. Get the fuck out of here, man. All that fake outrage and projections and all that bullshit. Fuck out of here. I keep saying all the time, watch what you're watching. There's always the mainstream media misleading you. If you listen to me, I'm going to tell you what you need to know. And I make predictions that's going to rear its ugly head as time passes, so that way you be ahead of the curve and not behind the 8-ball. Shit. I know what's going on out here. These motherfuckers think they slick. Now, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. I give a special salute to the General 78 Sports TV. Go sub to that man right there. If you want good boxing content, go sub to that man right there. What's up, Old Head Podcast? Another man, another brother, another good brother. You know what? I'm not leaving yet. I'm gonna open up the chat line. I'm gonna open up the chat line, and then we can come right in here. You guys can come in and tell me something. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done this in a while. I haven't opened up the chat lines in a while. So if anybody want to come in, come on in. Tell me what you think. Shorty, what you drink. This shit crazy. And then you got Brooklyn didn't want to hire Ime Udoka for whatever reason. For whatever inexplicable reason, you got Brooklyn didn't want to hire Ime Udoka because the NBA wanted to. Oh man, we can't hire Ime Udoka right now. Why not? What's up, T-Pack?
What's up, man? I've been talking about this ever since like the last 3 days on my channel, man. It's just crazy how these media people and even let's just talk about the Brooklyn Nets. Let me talk about Brooklyn Nets, right? Let me just get into the Brooklyn Nets thing right quick. Okay, you suspended the man. Then you sit there and said that, oh, okay, we ain't gonna interfere. Well, you interfering. Then you're gonna hire Jock Vaughn. Look, look, man. Look, we already know the game of the media, how they manipulate. Look at how they try to shape break, humiliate, humiliate Kyrie Irving ritual in front of everybody. They want like this man is so crazy and all this other stuff. That's why a lot of I seen this dude. I've just seen videos of people just burning up all their Nike stuff, like burning it up. Like they ain't gonna support the stuff no more and all this. But then LeBron got to stick his little hand in there too. Gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah. I just don't, come on, man. It's just like Carmelo's not in the league. We got Boogie Cousins not in the league. These, especially Carmelo, he done so much for this league. Why this man cannot get a job, bro? Like then you got Sugar Bear Drummond. Then you have Blake Griffin. Then you got DeAndre Jordan, who look like he can't get enough of them Golden Chris too. You got them boys out there with a job, and you got Melo who does so much for the league. Man, they pick and choose who they want, man. And these media people is not going to stop. They're not going to stop. We've been trying to tell y'all for a long time how they get down, how they rock. Now
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp and everybody singing another tune. Oh man, they doing too much now, Skip. But Skip, they. No man, I don't want to hear all that shit. Y'all was just Stephen A. Y'all were just talking about the man so bad, all because the man didn't want to get the jab. Now you want
Yes,
to stick it
facts.
to that man even more. Come on, man, let's cut this shit out, man. But I stand with that nigga though too. I stand with Kyrie. Couple of pair of shoes I ever had in my life with Kyrie's. I got them on my feet. I ain't lying. This made me bring out my Kyrie's out, man. They gonna cancel the man Nike contract. Come on, man. Come on, just because that man know what the fuck is going on, he already know who he is as a man. Come on, man. Let's cut this shit out. I'm done, LB.
All right, Jerome Williams, what you got, bro?
Yo,
Salute to
what
my
up,
man
bro?
Courtney Washington in the building.
Yo, what up, LB? Yo, salute. Listen, man. Them motherfuckers is coons, bro. For real, man. They're talking about, oh, we're gonna stand with Kyrie, but he was all that smoke all last week. See, these mofos are hypocrites because they go on the media exercising their First Amendment right, but demonizing men who does nothing but exercise his First Amendment right. Come on, man. And now they want to change tune because they got all the flack on social media. They got shit. They got burned in social media. They got roasted. Every single and what's really surprising is that a lot of white people were roasting Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. That would really surprise me. I was like, God damn. I was actually shocked, to be honest with you. But this what these people do, man. And to be honest with you, I hope Kyrie holds the line. Let me tell you something. I don't believe Kyrie apologized yet. I don't think he apologized yet. You know what I'm saying? Because they still demanding him to do all this bullshit, and I believe he should retire.
I think I think all these people in the media who was out here slandering Kyrie didn't watch the documentary. Look, I keep saying this, man, and I'm gonna say it again. Why aren't they going after the man who originated the damn documentary? Another known fact that this thing's been up for 4 years. Why the outrage now?
Facts. Hey,
Facts.
I forgot one thing too.
Facts.
I forgot one thing too. How can y'all sit there and don't even speak up for the man? That man paid y'all all salaries, and
Yeah, I
then you
talked
gonna
about
got
that on Monday. On
man like
Sunday.
what's going on? Like y'all some ungrateful. I mean
Exactly. Yo,
ungrateful.
bro,
And that's
Kyrie
what I'm
spoke.
saying. I don't never want to hear nobody talk about how they don't support their product and how
Hmm.
nobody don't want to come to the games and all that. No, I'm not trying to listen to none of that,
I'm
bro.
not trying to hear none of that, bro.
Me
Man,
either. I ain't trying to hear that shit either.
Man, yo, Kyrie supported Brittany Griner, and no disrespect, but she deserves to be locked up for the crime she committed. But they got her ass in the gulags now, bro.
Talking about she
Not
missing. Ain't nobody missing that 6'6" Amazon looking woman. Talking about she missing. Like, dude, they know where the hell she at. Ain't nobody can miss that tall ass chick. I remember seeing her in Baylor, big, tall, looking like motherfuckers.
man. You should be
She
thinking the
ain't missing.
feminists. You should be thinking the feminists, bro. They don't support the WNBA. I talked to this chick the other day. I was at Barclays Center. I'm in New York. You can't name me five of the best WNBA players of all time going back in the 90s. She couldn't name one, but I did.
Mm-mm.
This is crazy. Like how you talking about? Oh, they need to get paid. Y'all don't even support it. The biggest fan base for the WNBA is black men. That's a fact.
That's
And y'all
true.
ain't supporting the WNBA. That's supposed to show you that you look at the women's basketball league from college to professional, it's more black women than white women. And white women only
Hmm.
join via scholarships, and not to mention the fact that their parents are well connected with the schools, and as far as what they would want their kids to go to if you go back to high school and all. So when you see all these talented white female professional basketball players in the college level, which I ain't gonna lie, they good. Just think about how they got there. They didn't get there because they wanted to go professionally. Let's keep it real. More than 95% of the white female players in the WNBA who go to WNBA hesitate to go to the WNBA. That's why you see more black players than white players. That's a fact.
Lou, what you got?
What's up, LB, man? You want to know what, man? Fuck ESPN, fuck Fox Sports, fuck all those guys. All
What's
y'all
up,
did,
Lulu?
y'all tear down Kyrie Irving time and time again. Now y'all want to stand with him talking about, oh, what the Brooklyn Nets doing to him is wrong, what the NBA doing is wrong too. Like Kyrie doesn't have to go for this. Man, fuck y'all. Y'all two-faced. Y'all talking about Williams acting like I don't care if I get fired or what from ESPN. I don't care if y'all don't support me no more. And I was like, man, you full of it. You are full of. They ain't gonna do shit to you. You just trying to act like you with us when you really ain't. Two-faced motherfuckers. Kyrie don't need. Kyrie don't retire, because if he retires, you gonna let them win? You gonna let them force you out the game of basketball? Really, bro? Come on, man. The whole situation is bullshit. What they trying to make him do is totally bullshit. But Kyrie, do not let them win. Stand on your ground, bro.
10 toes down. 10 toes down.
I feel you. That's why I've been rocking with this dude, and this is why I've been trying to tell these LeBron fans, why all this hate came from Kyrie when he said he didn't want to play with the man no more. That's when the media stopped really attacking the man, and then on top of that, then he called them niggas motherfucking pawns and shit when he joined the Brooklyn Nets, called the media pawns. That made him public enemy number one. And this man been staying 10 toes down. Oh, he don't want to win a championship. Dude, it's just every dollar blame. You got Kendrick Perkins. Look like he can't get enough of them Golden Chris either. All this sitting there, just man, I don't understand how but y'all people want me to sit there and respect these folks, man. I've been saying this forever. I'm gonna continue to say it. Ever since Stuart Scott died, ESPN journalism has went straight to shit.
You got this.
Ooh, that's a fact, man. RP Stuart Scott, man.
Man, that man's rolling in his grave right now.
Facts. So speaking of which, LB.
Hey, y'all want to see Kendrick Perkins on Instagram Live, because that nigga be talking all that bullshit on there too.
Man, I got blocked on Kendrick Perkins, but I went in on his ass on Instagram. With his bitch ass. Speaking of which, speaking of bitch assness, LB, where the hell is Penis Cantor on this? What's his say so on this? That little coward ass motherfucker that's scared to go to his own country. Penis Cantor. Where he at? Where he at?
You're not gonna hear nothing from Penis Cantor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He might.
They're telling him to talk when he's ready for him to talk.
If you check the racism in that, right? It's only applicable to black players and all that. You know what I'm saying? When these white folks out here, that he be wiping their asses for and all that, you're not gonna hear nothing from him. Divine Unity, what you got?
What's good, LB? Salute, T Price. Salute, everybody.
Salute.
What's good, fellas, man? Man, listen, man. I went into Dick's Sporting Goods last night because I needed to get me some kicks to go hoop with my boys. And where they got the men's shoes with Kyrie, they still had his picture up there, but they took his shoes off, man. They took his shoes off, man. It ain't there. I could not find it, bro. And it's crazy, man, how it's just they blackballing this man clearly. And if you have eyes, you can clearly see it for what it is. Fuck retiring, because at the end of the day, that's basically like giving up. Because all Kyrie got to do now is just lay low and chill and let them expose themselves, man, because that's really what it is. They exposing themselves every day by everything that they doing. And it got the backlash, and I salute everybody who stood up and spoke about it. Even some of the ones we know that's two-faced in the media, that we know they just doing it because they started to hear us in the community speaking up about it. So they're like, oh shit, we might have to get on his side just to kind of sort of die it down a little bit. Them boys is two-faced over there, man. They know exactly what they doing when they try to
Mhm.
bring some of the other people that look like us to try and pick and choose whether or not we should be on his side or not, man. And it's just they want at the end of the day they want Kyrie to get on his knees and shake his ass for a little piece of change, man. And it's fucking disgraceful, man. It's disgraceful, man. It's
Hey, you missed
disgusting.
one thing. You missed one thing. You missed one thing, little bro. We was talking about this chopping up earlier on my channel. You can
Yeah.
see it with your eyes, but you got to have a brain. Most people don't have a brain because they let TV dictate. Like most people, why they hate Kyrie? Let's keep it real. Why they hate Kyrie? Why they hate
Hmm.
Kyrie? And that man stood up everything that most people won't stood for. That is basic stuff. I know a lot of people don't have the jab, don't have the jab, don't have the jab. You know what I mean? And the family members and even jobs lost jobs. I lost jobs. Shout out to my boy PSN. PSN was the one. He was one of the first brothers I know on YouTube. Was like, bro, they asked me to get that job. I said, hell no, I quit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to that brother. You got to stay 10 toes
Good for
down on that
him,
shit,
man.
man.
Good for
You know what
good
I
for
mean?
him, man. Not doing that shit. They tried to get my mom with that shit, and my mom was like, "Hell no, I ain't doing that." I forgot to mention that to you too earlier too, T Press. My mom had to quit her job, man, because she knew something was wrong with this whole thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. It's all good. Hey, man, just bring awareness of the game, man. I've been trying to say this forever, man. Like LB, Ticket, Too Raw for TV, and my boy, Underrated. I've been listening to them dudes from the beginning. Didn't even know everybody was in the same circle. Then I end up meeting 718. You know what I mean? I don't know him like that. I
You mean
comment and
seven?
everything like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the correction. But I always rock with people that try to get awareness to people. Me and James try to tell you how these people rock. They show their head every day. Now LeBron could
Yeah,
easily
man.
sidestrap Jay Reed from Akron. Could have been like no comment. But no, you want to stick that man even more. But now you looking like a sad puppy. Want somebody to come play with you
Exactly,
now,
yo,
huh?
exactly.
Hey,
What? Hey,
All right,
what
hold on,
is?
hold on. I won't get to this. I want to get y'all thoughts about Brett Favre. So, what y'all think about this whole Brett Favre
mhm.
situation?
Man,
It's
Brett
just like
Favre.
Robert Sarvis. He should be under the jail and underneath the jail and underneath the jail and underneath the jail. Reason why I say that because listen, I used to live in Louisiana. I know how the state of Mississippi is. A lot of people don't know this. You know, in the state of Mississippi, they don't have not one. I mean, not even one homeless shelter in the whole fucking state. Did y'all even know that? That lets you
Damn, I
know
did
how
not know that.
Damn, I
Mississippi
didn't
get
even know
down.
that. That's crazy.
I've
Damn,
been
that's
know I,
crazy.
I've been knowing. I used to tell my homies all the time when I used to live in Louisiana. He's like, man, I'm about to go mess with this girl, Miss Seal. All right, man. You better make sure you got somebody to call because they ain't got no shelter somewhere you can call and shit like that. You out, man. You out on them streets for real,
Damn.
But Brett, you know how it is, man. Brett Favre, man. Man, I've been listening to stories because I first heard it from my boy LB first. How Brett Favre been doing this shit, but I'm not surprised him doing all this and then not even getting talked about in the media. That just let people know they can disgrace blacks, discredit black folks no matter what, who they prop up. When you break the rules, they want to break you down. They want to They want to humiliate you in front of the whole fucking world, make it seem like you dumb. Then they try to make Kyrie do a little 6-step process and shit. You ain't making Brett Favre unleash all that motherfucking money. That man should be in the jail. But let that be one of us doing some scams or schemes like that. They know they make a good example out of us. That's all I got on that.
Man, Brett Favre is doing that Birdman hand rub right now. He's happy that the sports media and just media in general is talking about a Kyrie Irving situation. He is so fucking happy right now. And the crazy thing is, it was black media that was talking about Brett Favre before anybody else. The only reason why Brett Favre was even brought in mainstream media was because of black media.
Yeah, people like me
Yeah,
who give y'all the play way before they came out with that shit. Who was the first? Who
That's
was talking about
facts.
the text
that's
messages?
facts, LB.
I
You was the first.
was.
Albert, you
Yeah,
was the
you
first person
was.
to brought it up. You was the first person to brought it up. It's crazy. And
You know how they like to do us anyway. I already know how you get down, LB. Shout out to you. Shout out to Ticket. Shout out to Two Raw. Everybody, you know that that, and shout out to Town Business though too, man. Cause same thing that Jay Wills. I used to go in on Jay Will, and LB no I did. I had to give that man his flowers a day. I was like, man, he stood up. Out of everybody on ESPN, you wouldn't think he'll be the one that say something and risk it all and risk his job and everything on the line and shit, because he know what's really going on. I
tell you, the person that really shocked me the most, man, ain't even Jay Williams. The
Me
person
is
that
Jay
shocked
Will.
me the most was Jason fucking
Whitlock. I knew he was about to say that.
What? Hold on. LB, hold on. You talking about Jason Jake the Fat Man Whitlock?
Yeah, you know I don't like that motherfucker, man. That motherfucker had the cops called me all the time.
LB, I don't like the dude for the simple fact is because when I grew up in Kansas, I used to read. My dad used to get the Kansas City Star, and he always used to have a big old article. That's how I knew Nick Wright. That's how I knew about Nick Wright being working for the Kansas City Star and shit like that. I ain't like him growing up even in the '90s, but I ain't hear about Whitlock stepping up. Damn, that right there is bigger than fucking Jason Williams.
I did a video on it. That's how you know YouTube ain't sending out notifications, man. I did a video on it. All right, so let me see who Freddie is. Freddie, what you got?
Salute,
Freddie G.
LB.
What's up?
Freddie G.
What's up? Hey, I came in, probably I'm telling y'all talking about with the Kyrie shit, with the hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you, just me personally, I kind of feel like they're doing that man wrong, bro. They listen to all these damn mandates what he gotta follow and whatnot. Like, man, and you see the man I ain't gonna say he don't love the game of basketball, but like it's not like something he need. So it's like that said back in the day with Jordan, when about before he had retired the first time. Man, y'all keep on pushing this man, he gonna mess around and leave. So like that's how I'm looking at it, bro. He a generational talent, and he's still young enough to do something. But man,
exactly.
The way it's going around, I'm not surprised if he retired, bro.
Me too,
man. I don't think we need to retire, man. Fuck them. If anything, all the motherfuckers need to apologize to Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie Irving didn't do nothing wrong. He didn't do anything illegal, and yet people out here publicly excoriating this man. All for I tell you, man, it's fake outrage, man. All for a grift.
Man, let me interject real quick. LB, sorry to cut you off, but if he retired, anybody who's saying Kyrie retired, it wouldn't be surprising. If this man retired, man, first thing you're gonna hear, Kyrie died of COVID, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, I won't go that far.
I don't know, bro. Whoa. That was deep right there, but whoa.
Shit,
don't wish nothing bad. Don't wish nothing bad. Don't wish nothing bad on anybody. First of all, for somebody.
No, I'm not wishing. No.
I know you're not. But I know how the media. This is how look. I kind of understand where you're coming from with that. Like they try to, silence him in another way. But
they really don't like him, bro. They really don't like him.
Since he called him pawns. That's what it is.
Right.
But some actually are pawns, though. You know what I mean?
But look, you see how we talking about him right now? We should be talking about Brett Favre the same way. The man stole all that fucking money in Mississippi, spending all them kids' money to build a motherfucking volleyball thing.
Let me interject. He's not going to see a jail cell. They got proof, bro. They got proof that he stole the money, and he still hasn't been indicted by a fucking grand jury. What are we talking about?
Get the fuck out of here.
What are you talking about? He's still free.
Can I say something?
Crazy, bro. I ain't know that.
Go ahead, Luke.
To me, Brett Favre, the governor, and that council should all be in prison right now, because they gave Brett Favre that money knowing he didn't need the money because he's already got millions of dollars. Knowing the whole state needs that money, because when that state was flooded underwater, that was terrible what every single one of those families going through. They lost their homes. They lost their livelihood. And you telling me you gonna give all that money to Brett Favre to build a volleyball stadium? A gym?
Get the fuck out of here.
No. Every single one of those people who was involved in that should be in prison right now. The governor, that council, and Brett Favre.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the country. It's in the at least top. It's in the top 5 poorest states in the country, and
And
all
it's the
that
dumbest
money.
state too. It's right beside us. We Alabama.
Jeez.
Mississippi has been one of the poorest states, like
Going
since
back
this
100
since
years, right?
since the beginning. Because like I was saying earlier, I still got a partner that still stay. He from Tupelo. You know what I'm saying? And he tell me all the time, like, bro. And then out here in Mississippi, he said, I don't see. He said, but Mississippi is a good place to raise your family, but at the same time, you got to work 2 times harder just to take care of your family. You know what I mean? Because the wages is low and everything like that. So if you have an unblemished record, you can make it in Mississippi. If you have a blemished record, you ain't gonna get too far.
What up, TJ? Shout out to my man TJ in the building. Yeah, man. Yes, I mean, yeah, man. Everything y'all saying is facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker
This
will
shit's
never
sad,
see
bro. It's the
the end.
world we live in now, though. It's the world we live in.
That Bama will not see a goddamn jail cell. He won't. He won't. You know why? Because he got the complexion for the protection, bro.
Damn, you said it right there. The complexion for the protection.
Hey, you said
It's
it good.
true.
You said it real good. Be well connected is well protected too, man.
Yep.
That is the truth. That is the truth. So help me.
That is
So help me, God. He just told the truth right now. Y'all need to hit that offering plate one time. And he said some real shit.
It's crazy, man. He got connected from oldies from the NFL. The same motherfuckers who make sure Colin Kaepernick never play down again. So
This dude lied about his connections with the NFL, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man. Like my cousin, one of my closest friends that I grew up with, he just got out of prison doing a 10-year stint for being accused of having possession of marijuana. They kept his ass in there for 10 years. He just got out.
Just accused of it, not even having proof of him having it.
Yeah, they kept he waited trial for 10 years, bro. That's what they do.
And they're waiting trial to be some bullshit because they don't never be telling you coming up or anything. Why y'all got me in for so long? Y'all ain't got none yet. They should be doing that the first year or some shit.
Told you they be
Make me
projecting.
wait 12 years for.
I told you they be projecting. When it comes to black folks, hey, you ain't got to have evidence of nothing. All you got to do is just say a person did something. Your ass going to jail for 10, 20, 30 years.
That's a goddamn shame, too. And it's going to be 2023. We still going through that shit.
Crazy, man. That's what our brother over there in Minnesota be saying. He said riots work. Riots work.
Hey.
Everything else was tried. You can't name me one thing that was tried that benefits black people today. You can't name me one thing other than riots. Because that's what got these bills signed back in the 60s. You can't tell me that's a lie.
a good example of that too is when we mentioned that the attorney general down there wouldn't even indict Emmett Till, alleged accuser that got him killed. That
You talking about that
lady.
lady?
That lady.
As accuser.
Yeah, that accuser.
That lady steal my damn steak too.
But they could try to bring down Bill Cosby though.
But they try to bring man. They try to bring down Bill Cosby. They fucking with Kyrie. They fuck with Kanye. Man, we see the shit for what it is, man.
We've seen it a million times.
They're not gonna change, man. I'm telling you, brothers, they're not gonna change. Riots work.
I tell you what though, my daddy told me. I ain't on no racist shit. I don't fuck with it, but look, you do know in not even a few short years, they're gonna be in the minority here soon. So all that shit going on right now, hopefully it'll die down soon, in some kind of fake case of form.
Man, don't be surprised if they be on that.
Hey, fam. Hey, I'm glad you just mentioned that, bro. You just reminded me something, dog. Reason why they bringing in this COVID shit too is to fuck with your DNA, because they already know they about to die. The last dying breed that they can't really reproduce like that. So they coming for your DNA, man.
Their grandkids damn near half black.
They coming straight for your DNA, man. And when Kyrie took a stand and said, "Nah, I ain't taking that shit," man, he knew what he took a stand for, man. We're not wanting to take that shit.
He got a
Exactly, bro.
reason. He got a reason. He ain't just say he
Like,
don't want to do this for your work. He got a reason for it.
Yeah.
Hell, they already selling out organs. What else they want from us?
shit. Hey, they got the
Now
NBO
you don't even
labs.
hear about
They
the
got
shit
the
for real
NBO
now.
labs, man. They got
Is
the
niggas
baby
still
making
wearing
labs. Come
masks?
on, man. hmm
I don't think niggas wearing masks anymore.
Hey, I see some
Oh,
people
yeah,
still wearing
they
masks.
still do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the airport, bro. I work in the airport. They about 50% of the people who work there, they wear masks, bro. I mean, there's a mask
Shit,
mandate.
I work over here at
When
the
you board
store. I ain't.
aircrafts, you gotta wear a mask.
We used to be strict about it, but shit, now we ain't. Motherfuckers come in without the mask. Hell.
Hey, yo, bro, but they already got what they wanted. They got more than 90% of the population that is vaccinated.
Man, that shit crazy.
So,
All of a sudden, they got the cure for the COVID. That shit ain't take but 4 or 5 months.
shit.
Man, they ain't
Man,
got a cure for. They ain't even got a cure for polio. They ain't got a cure for shit.
But they got the cure. They got the cure for fucking. We still ain't got no cure for no AIDS. No shit. That shit been here since the goddamn 80s.
Hey, why you think that is?
hmm
Yeah, it all makes sense now.
Why you think that is?
Hey, and they fuck with Sebi too for bringing out the cure for all the bullshit that they putting poison in our food and shit,
Yep.
making us get
Oh no.
cancer and all that. They
Listen,
fuck with Dr. Sebi. Telling you, man.
bro, we
I
need
feel
to
like they
talk
got
about
that
it.
man
There's a lot of doctors who been on record on social media talking about
Right,
that they've
right.
been poisoning our foods, poisoning all these diseases. They got cures for it, but they'd rather have money be spent in the millions, just making the black community broke as shit, and then end up still tragically losing people that they care about to the same diseases that
Uh,
claim that they've been treated with. Come on, man, that's fucked up.
you know that could be a quick solution. Not like a complete problem solver, but it's a huge first step, man. Is if we start investing our money in ourselves, but we ain't willing to do that shit. We're not. Some of us are not willing to do that shit. Let me reverberitate that
facts.
because a
Facts.
lot of us, man, you know what I'm saying? We like, yo, man, we become selfish, man. Once we get the bag, we go our
As a
separate
race,
ways, man. Gotta share that
as a
shit with
race,
each other, dog. Cause that's how we build
as a
our
race.
community, man.
But here's the problem, bro. As a race, we still divided right now. Half our population don't want to work with us right now because we got people like Kendrick
Man,
Owens. We still
but
got these black surgeries going on live TV talking down to us,
Man,
even
they
though
got that.
they
What's
man,
that?
let me
What's that
tell you how
one? What's that
divided
one
we
lady
is, bro. We so
on FS1? She was talking some shit on Kyrie. Talking about Joey. Them was the name, not Molly. The other one. I can't
man,
stand her ass though. She was talking mad shit about Kyrie. Talking about
Oh, you talking Melissa
he split.
Andrews?
Yeah.
Malika.
She said that he split the group the blacks between he split basically he the reason why we so diverse right now. She put
Oh
them
my
all on game.
God.
Who said
And that's
that?
a
This
hey,
the
Wait, 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 wait. Who
it's the
said
lady be on
that?
the sports show. She look like Molly, but that's not Molly though. I forget she on there with Colin
I
Cotton and shit.
I
Oh,
think
you
I
talking
think I
about
know what
Joy
you're talking about.
Taylor? You talking
you
about
talking
Joy
about
Taylor?
Maria Taylor.
Yeah, she be on the panel. She be on Speak for Yourself.
Oh, Joy Taylor. That's Joy
Yeah,
Taylor. Jason Taylor,
that's her.
sister.
That's her. She was talking mad shit on her. Like, bitch, you don't even know what's going on. The fuck give you the right and privilege to judge another man?
She's not even a man, man.
she a
That's
yes a
crazy, man.
massa. She
Yeah,
boy, they don't whoop
exactly.
their ass with a size 10, boy. Hey man, she done whip their ass out there, go out there and spread the message for massa.
Right.
Cause that's all it is, man.
We
At
sick,
the end of the
Buster?
day, we gotta, hey
Yep.
man, yeah, man, we gotta, yo, you see the shit for what it is. Anytime one of our people stand up for us and speak out for us, it's always something. Oh, they always gotta be demonized, and they always gotta be this divisive, fucking violent person, man. Man, we see the shit straight through it, bro, for what it is,
Straight
man.
through.
Once again, we gotta. Some of those brothers ain't willing to do that shit. As far
Talking
as
about
like, cause
investing
you
in
see how
yourself.
Ice Cube investing in ourselves, exactly. Cause see how Ice Cube did is he created something, man. And guess what? they ain't give him that publicity because they know that would cause competition, which would end up resulting
Hey,
in
y'all wanna know?
money.
Y'all wanna know?
Money. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all,
Like they look at it like, oh shit, all right, cool, yeah, but your shit is
And it's
more
still
so
going on too, ain't
underground.
it? Ain't
You
it
know what I
like the fifth
mean?
year?
Man, it's just
Isn't it
crazy,
about to be
man.
the
And
fifth year?
imagine if for one man could do that. Imagine how if all of them brothers, what they would do if they all stood
you
together.
want?
And I'm
Hey, you
talking
want to
about, I'm
know?
calling all them out. The KDs, the Kyries. I
Yep,
mean, not
yep.
the Kyries too. The
I'm
KDs. You know what I
gonna
mean?
explain to you. I'm just
Every
gonna
one
explain.
of them, bro.
Say,
All these
I'm just.
celebrities, man. All
Yep.
these celebrities. Because all they want us to idolize these motherfuckers, right? And all these
Yeah.
fucking violence in this movie, bro. The frequency that they putting in these music is fucking with our youth so
We are.
bad,
I'm just gonna say this.
man.
I'm just gonna say this right here. If we want to blackball everything when NBA, pro ball, movies, and all that, and not and infuse to work for all these companies, and all that, they will lose a lot of money because we're the main people that help these companies keep on going, help these leagues keep on going because we spend our money just to keep everything going. If we all stand together and not and blackball all these companies, all that, they will beg for it to come back and help them, start getting them money once again. But we ain't gonna do that because as a people, we feel like why we gonna as a people we don't feel like we need to do that. But if we all did that, then everything will really start changing. Then
Yeah, man. This is baby steps right here, man, because this right here, this is another thing too, is that the internet is a blessing and a curse in disguise because what they don't realize is that you know what I'm saying, we use platforms like this, even though this is their platform, but a lot of us are starting to use their platform to unify and have these discussions, which is important. And I support and I salute brothers like LB who give out their platform in order, because
Facts.
at the end of the day, you taking a risk, brother. You still taking the risk, man. You know how these motherfuckers move. You know how
Yep.
they
if y'all
move. You
Yep.
know what I'm
if y'all
saying?
They know who he looks like. They know they probably know what he live at.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
hey,
Exactly.
And
it's like
people not
this
even looking at
too.
his best interest. The brothers over
That's
there,
why we
man.
gotta stay tight, man. That's why we gotta
Stay
stay
tight.
tight, man. We gotta stay
Hey, it's
tight
like
together as a circle, man, as brothers, man. I don't like that divisive shit, that jealousy shit. I don't fuck with that shit, man. At the end of the day, this is all assimilation, man. It's all assimilation if you can't see through it, man. Because if you really think that this is your only life that you living in right now, boy, you in for it.
You in
hey,
for
I could say
hey,
some shit that will blow your mind, man. And I'm only 26.
I'm 25.
hey,
Shit.
I know what you
On
talking.
that,
Hey, I know what you talking
on that
about,
note,
brother.
I'm about to blow my ass up out of here because I'm trying to get me some food. So,
Hey,
All
guys,
right, all right,
that was
LB.
All right,
lovely.
LB,
Be
man.
good, bro.
Appreciate y'all for
another
coming
fire
on and
show.
chopping it up. And you know, subscribe to this channel. You
Hit the
make
like.
sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. Shouts out to the mighty LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. All right.